The Weed of the Week brought to you by Show Me Shortline and the Richiger Flexigrain Storage System.
Affordable, flexible storage is here. Richiger R-Series bagger and unloader from Show Me Shortline. Maximize your profits with adaptable storage and management. Reduce storage costs and gain a competitive edge by selling at the right time. Visit us online at showmeshortline.com.
Brian kind of hinted at it earlier in the show, but our Weed of the Week is one of the first weeds that we learned as kids. In fact, we're only about a half a mile away from the farm that we grew up on. It's Arkansas wild rose, and it is very prevalent in the ditches here.
Yep, and the reason why is somebody doesn't spray the ditches as often as they should.
Well, they look pretty, Brian. They're actually nice looking weeds, and what do they really hurt in the ditch anyway?
Yeah, they probably don't hurt a whole lot. It's probably not that big a deal out here. But the issue that we have is they start creeping into the field. That's where it gets to be a real problem. When we were growing up and we had to be out in soybean fields, like this field where we're at right now, we had to be out there, we were pulling weeds, and you come along to this little rose bush, this little wild rose, and when you're pulling it, even with gloves, sometimes it can be a little prickly.
Well, that's when I would like to just look the other way, kind of walk by it, and Brian would say, hey, you missed that weed, and he'd run over to grab it, and yeah, he could take the thorns. That was okay with me.
Okay, so let's talk about how to control this thing. You know, if it is in the crop field and you're just spraying a 22-ounce rate of Roundup Weather Max or something, you're not going to stop Arkansas wild rose. It's just not going to be enough. You're going to have to go at least a double rate, and even that probably isn't going to be great. Now, tillage will do a pretty good job. Actually, 2,4-D is good on it. Tordon is good on it, but you're not going to use Tordon or 2,4-D out in a soybean crop.
No, and soybeans, really, that tillage is a big thing. If you can do some tillage, that's great. Otherwise, use a strong rate of Roundup. In crop, you're pretty much out of luck. Just use a high rate of Roundup and Roundup Ready crops.
Well, in corn, though, you could go out there with Status or Clarity, something like that. In wheat or any small grain, you can use some amount of 2,4-D. I don't like 2,4-D in small grains.
That doesn't seem to be a big issue in small grain fields because you can just totally wipe that out with almost any of the broadleaf products they've got. So do get Arkansas wild rose under control in the fields. In the ditches, it's up to you.
Well, that's it for our Weed of the Week, but stay tuned. There's more Ag PhD to come right after this.